Introducing Olga Braun,
Do you want me to drive? Fuck, it's...
Death Race's first ever female driver.
Chúng tôi xin cảm ơn sự theo dõi trở lại của quý vị khán thính giả. Thưa quý vị, tôi đang tiếp chuyện với nam tài tử Shou về cuốn phim mới nhất của anh với tựa đề là Death Race 3. Đây là tập 3 mà được ra mắt Blu-ray với DVD vào ngày hôm nay, thưa quý vị. Và đây là một cuốn phim mà tôi nghĩ rằng là dành cho những khán giả nào rất là mê những cái màn đánh võ, những cái màn đánh nhau thật là lôi cuốn, thật là hấp dẫn. Có những cái màn của các phụ nữ họ đánh cũng rất là ngầu, thưa quý vị. Và đây là tập 3 nên tôi cũng được biết rằng là nam tài tử Robin cũng rất là gọi là quen thuộc với cái vai trò mà anh thủ diễn trong nhân vật là 14K. Step to another subject. Have you been following the awards season, movie awards?
Actually, no. You mean the Golden Globe?
Yes.
Actually, no.
How about Oscar? Are you gonna watch
Oscar?
coming up?
Well, I'm not nominated, so I don't think I'm
So
going to
you
watch.
Annie, can you please tell him to watch it?
I mean,
we need to follow. You're in the movie business, Robin. Come on.
I think if I'm nominated for something for an Oscar, I might watch it.
Or you might attend.
I might go.
Right.
You know, but since I'm not nominated or I'm not receiving nothing, so I don't think I'm.
Why bother?
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're saying is
I'm not going to cheer on the people who got an Oscar.
like
I'm a sore loser.
like Ben Affleck. He didn't get nominated for Best Director for Argo.
Yeah, but
He got snubbed.
no, wait a minute. Now, are we able to talk about that?
Yeah,
Argo?
of course.
I saw Argo. It wasn't like a big deal.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Why?
I find Zero Dark 30 was it's much more complicated
Right.
movie than Argo.
Okay.
I mean, you know, like as a director, you know, mentality. You know how she sort of outlined the story and flowchart plot lines.
10-year span.
Exactly, plot line. I mean that's and also giving that urgency. You know, and then that feel. I mean, it's an action movie. Sure, I'm sure that she has like second unit director to shoot all the action stuff, but then still has to go through her. It's still her vision.
What other movies you have seen that you thought
I
was
saw,
really
like,
good this year?
Lincoln. I really
and
like
you
Lincoln.
really
I mean,
like-
that's a complicated movie.
Yes.
You know, so.
So do you think Daniel Day-Lewis going to
Well, he's
win for
gonna
Best
win.
Actor?
He gotta
So
win.
that's for.
Yeah.
How about Best Female Actress?
Who's nominated?
I think one of them is Jessica Chastain from Zero Dark 30.
She
So
was
she
really
might-
good. She was really good. God, I don't. Is she?
She got nominated for, and then I think Naomi Watts, I think, for The Impossible.
Impossible. I haven't
About
seen
Tsunami.
that. I haven't seen that.
And then for Best Supporting Actress is Anne
Miz,
Hathaway
right,
for Les
Les
Mis.
Mis.
So she might win.
Les Mis. Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't.
Like you said,
I saw Les Mis. I
Right.
did. I went to see Les Mis.
And did you think that it was
Well,
a really
it's
good
a little
film?
long. So I'm thinking.
singing?
Yeah, for singing.
Right.
I think if they take out all the singing, it'll be 30 minutes. It'll be 90 minutes. Then that way it's more watchable.
That's the whole point, Robin.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We get to see Hugh Jackman, wonderful
That's
man,
right.
I'm sure,
Right.
and Russell Crowe.
Right.
Right?
So that's what I'm saying. If they
Right.
take out all the singing, then it's not going to be as long.
Right, and you won't fall asleep watching that.
No.
How about have
And
you
no
seen?
wonder the French lost the war because they sing and drink during the revolution. Who does that? Isn't there a song like War One Day or something? One Day War? And then like it's almost like only the French would drink and then sing during wartime.
Have you talked to Luc Besson and asked him? Was that the reason why?
Well, he's French, so
Right.
he probably
No.
drink and sing while he was writing.
Directing it.
Yeah, exactly. So.
So what about documentaries? Have you seen any great documentaries in the past year?
Oh, I saw Searching for
Sugar Man.
I mean, that was pretty compelling. I felt for the guy.
Can you imagine?
I don't know, and then also he was
South
famous in South
Africa?
Africa, exactly.
Huge.
I know exactly. So it's almost like our lives, you know, because we work so hard for something, right? And then we don't really know how popular we are.
Yeah.
You know.
But he's a true artist.
He's a true artist.
He's
exactly.
not doing for fame or anything.
No, I think if his last name weren't Rodriguez, he'd probably do better.
So you
Because,
think
during
of the
that time,
70s.
exactly. I think during that time because I don't know.
Annie, your wife, she's a big sports girl, and
Well,
she
she
works
works for
for
ESPN,
right
yeah,
producer
exactly. Yeah,
for
right.
the show Sports Science.
Sports Science, right.
So does she share with you any tips that who's going to win the Super Bowl this year,
Well,
and who's the best player right now?
Well, I think she likes 49ers.
Don't we all?
49ers going to win, and of course, who's that quarterback?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. Alex Smith was the main quarterback, but then he got injured, and then they put Colin
Boy,
in,
what
and
a
then after
break,
he
huh?
came back,
I know.
he lost his job.
I know,
So-
exactly. What a break, huh? I mean,
But I think that the coach did make the right decision of giving this guy the chance of a lifetime, and he been playing
well,
so well.
it's like if you perform. I think
Right.
the bottom line is that's how it is. You know,
But the
because you
question
perform.
is, I wonder, because I asked, a couple of my friends, I wonder if they decided to let Alex Smith continue to play after he came back from his injury, would Alex Smith bring the team
49ers
this
to Super
far
Bowl?
compared to Colin Kaepernick?
Well, I mean, okay, sports is an entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, of course, you have to perform, and also you gotta have a certain charisma, also.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
You think because Colin is better looking than
yeah,
Alex
I
Smith?
think he has a lot more. It's almost like what's his name, Tebow,
Tim Tebow,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
But then
people. No, I think when he was at the Bronco, he kept on like starring, right?
Right.
Because he has a certain charisma.
But then he just
Yeah, but then
has
see, he can't
gone
perform.
when he went over to the Jets.
Exactly.
You don't
you can't
really see him
perform.
anymore.
Exactly. So I think a lot of time is that it really you got to have a certain personality also. Not of course if you're good, you're good. But then if you're good and you have a good personality, have certain charisma, for the audience or for the fans.
Ratings as well.
Ratings. Oh no, it's totally.
That's probably the number
Now
one
you know
thing.
women watch football because of those uniforms, right? They don't care about the game.
Yeah,
They
maybe.
just watch all the tight pants, all the bulge, the little thing in the front. And then when the
Not all women do that,
there you go.
Robert.
They watch the guy's butt, like how they walk. Oh man, that is
No,
like some
we like the
tight pants.
face. I
Right,
think
yeah.
face is very important.
Sure,
you
right?
know?
Yeah, with all these sort of masks and little wire bars in front
Some
of the
little
helmet.
tattoos coming out of the sleeve. No.
There you go.
So now, Lunar New Year's coming up, and next year's Year of the Snake.
Snake.
Any resolution? Any goal you want to share with the viewers?
I was telling Annie that I'm a little tired of acting because you always act the same thing. Because like I can't change the way I look. I'm Chinese. I'm Asian. So then I'm limited to certain roles. And because our society doesn't have a lot of Asian cops or we have doctors, but they're not like they're normal. They're not. So it's hard for us to break into those roles, like a little bit more mainstream roles. And then I hate to play like these characters, like stereotype, like because now the Koreans like
Invading.
invading, right? So like all of a sudden you have this explosion of Korean actors, right? So then of course you can't talk about the Chinese because the Chinese is kind of like a superpower, economic power. So you can't really say the Chinese is the bad guy. So that's why a lot of Chinese actors are out of work now. but besides that, it's just that I probably don't want to. So I want to write and I want to direct. I want to get into directing and writing.
Producing as well.
Exactly. So then I'm kind of like venturing that and looking into like certain opportunities. To write and direct, I mean, acting, I'll still do the acting, but I think whenever people call me for jobs, it's usually like action oriented, so then, and you either play the bad guy, the thug, the partner, the manager, same
Very
thing.
typical
It
roles.
hasn't changed. Our parts hasn't changed, so.
Although I see just very little to, you've noticed, like you mentioned, Korean actors, a lot of them, they get more opportunities, but is it a trend now that
yeah,
that's why they
what?
get more roles in Hollywood?
Yeah, I think
or
so. I
is it
always,
ticket sales in Korea? I mean, what's the...
I always say like, because we're minority, sort of like the minority race, we're like the flavor of the month, like
Got
this
it.
is like,
flavor of the year?
Yeah, exactly. This is like this year is Korean and next year maybe the Japanese, this year like, well, it was Indian for a while. Indian still actually they're breaking into mainstream.
Right, yes.
So
Yes.
because of Bollywood, like
Yep.
the popularity of the movies and also I don't know. I mean, I think I want to make a little change slowly. You know, I want to get into. I want to tell a story. I don't want to act in story.
Right. Behind camera.
Yeah, I
Directing
want to
people.
tell a story. I want to. I want to create stories. I want to create characters. You know, and then I want to watch them come alive and just kind of like, yeah, instead of just acting in it. You know,
Right.
and I don't know.
So we're probably going to see you more in the near future with projects that
I
you'll
like
be
to.
writing and directing.
I like to. Yeah.
So I think that would be a good
I think
change
so.
too.
Yeah, I think it again because I've been in the business for so long.
Yeah.
It's
You've
almost
seen
like,
everything, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I see where it's going. It's not going to get better. We're not going to get another Mortal Kombat thing. You know, I don't think any Asian actor is going to get another.
Would they reboot the franchise?
Well, they
maybe?
probably will. You know, but then we'll see. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that the chance and the opportunity that I was giving in that movie, and that was back in the 90s, and then there hasn't been another film with like the Asian star, you know, in 20 some years now.
Right.
So it's not going to happen for, you know, I mean, at least I don't know. So you kind of see the trend. So then I'm tired of like playing certain characters, meaning like sort of stereotypical type of characters,
Right.
you know. I don't want to play the triad guy because that's what I've been auditioning, and I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to play like the cop who dies. You know, and then my friend, my partner,
revenge for you?
me. No, why don't he die and I revenge him?
Yeah.
Right?
Why-
Exactly. But you know, but then it's a
Right.
totally different audience.
Unfortunately,
Then. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. So we understand why.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's going to be hard to
And also,
break.
exactly. So then I don't want to act character like that, you know, because I'm an artist, right? So I want to somehow expand. I want to do more. I don't want to get limited.
Right.
So I think by writing and directing, you get to tell your story.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's a very good plan. I wish you the best and
Thank
hope you'll come back soon. Not
Well,
for another 4 or 5
Hey,
years.
come
You
on,
disappear somewhere
you're
and then
the
you
one who called me, okay? So you don't call me.
I will save your number. No more, you know, losing your number anymore. Dạ vâng, thưa quý vị. Rất tiếc là chúng ta đã hết giờ rồi và đó là cuộc nói chuyện giữa tôi với nam tài tử Shou về cuốn phim mới nhất của anh với tựa đề là Death Race 3. Đây là tập 3. Và những quý vị nào mà chưa có cơ hội xem cuốn phim này thì quý vị có thể mướn hoặc ra mua DVD của phim Death Race 3. Rồi, quý vị. Và chúng tôi xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị vào chương trình kỳ tới.